Don't forget to introduce us.
It's Mike and Ollie, the ship's custodians, while everybody else is off having fun.
To be fair, one of us will be the janitor, so that is pretty accurate.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ready Steady Play, where Ollie and I... Here's Ollie over here. There he is. I'm going to get this right one time.
Hey guys. Wait, am I no, I'm pointing the wrong way now.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's me, Mike, over here on the left. Yes, your left. I don't know.
It's weird to point the wrong way for where I know you are on my screen, but
So
technical issues of the future.
We're continuing our socially distanced playthrough of ISS Vanguard. We've just escaped the ever termite planet. Hellhole. And
we lost a good person.
We lost a security section, but here in security we're used to being expendable.
You guys have such a martyr complex.
It's true, actually. This is when we come back alive, we're disappointed. Like, you obviously didn't try hard enough.
Eagle-eyed viewers will see I've swapped out of my red shirt because I felt dangerously exposed.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a red shirt either today. I don't want to tempt fate after what happened last time. I only had a couple of red stripes on in that episode, and I still got done in. So,
I was wearing full-on red. I was all caution was to the wind.
Yeah, it's a miracle you survived. Just like Michael's landing of the lander in the first place. So what we're going to do is, Ollie and I have just come back to blast through the next ship phase of ISS Vanguard. We're going to blast through it, and then we're going to get ready to do one more planetary landing, and I think that will take us up to the end of the Kickstarter campaign. So we're going to hopefully have a bit better luck on the next planet, but we have to get there first. So let's see if Ollie and I can guide us in. We've got here the front page of the rulebook. We've done all the boring bits, which is putting stuff away and sorting out decks and all that kind of stuff. So now we're going to do the fun bit. The first bit is working out whether or not we earned a promotion on Termite Planet.
Yes. So, dun 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 dun. Force Recon. We earned a promotion because I was the first one to fully explore a sector, and I have 4 victory points instead of the 3 that I needed. So
success cubes.
Success cubes. Cubes of success. And they say it's not tangible.
Bing, bing. Success is tangible.
So, my good passive assistant, who properly earned every thing that we pay our crew in, she earned that day.
Yeah.
I will be upgrading her.
Janky ass, infinite power.
Hey. I will hear no words against this overpowered combo.
It's not a combo. It's just one card. It
requires one other person. It requires one other person to be there. It's a combo. It does nothing by itself.
It's true. In solo, Joppy's useless, but
yep.
So here we go. We've got Joppy Explorer class now of the recon
Dora
section.
the Explorer grew up and became Joppy.
I really want to draw Dora on this card now, but I can't remember how.
Explorer Ulrich. That passive ability. Oh my god, that was amazing.
Damn it. This is a bad idea. I should have done this.
Are you typing? Why are you typing?
I was trying, but it went through on your player board. And so Joppy's now level 2.
Yes. And for anyone who's been paying attention to the player boards, you'll notice that on the player boards there are spaces for extra dice, some of which are blocked off depending on your rank. So these 2 bottom sections here, Joppy can now earn dice to take that space, but not this one here, which requires a level 3 character.
Yeah, so if Ollie had 2 more successes, he would have been...
Just 2!
Yeah, so there's only 3 ranks. There's rank 1, 2, and 3, and they've got different names depending on your section. So rank 2 recon specialist, sector specialist is called an explorer. And when Ollie gets with an explorer, he can bring an extra red die and an extra green die on the mission. But the thing to note as well is that even though we've got the dice out here on the section trays so you guys can see them, the dice typically, during this section of the game, typically live in your section box. But here in the app, we've only got the bags, so we've put them out so you can see them. So in the final product, of course, you'll have a box, which essentially represents all the cumulative resources of your section, which will include your dice, all of your recruits, some successes that you've saved as well, and all that kind of stuff. And
upgraded action cards as well.
Oh, your action cards, exactly right. Whereas they
will live there.
The player tray is just essentially just used for managing whichever crew member has just been on a mission or will be going on a mission shortly.
As well as tracking any injuries they've got.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I mean. So the injuries are crew specific, which is why you leave the crew card out until you've dealt with the injuries later. So the ship book is very specific about when you do and do not put things down on this mat. As you can see, I've taken away Thabis because she died. She's dead. But I need to keep her card around because she's going to go on the memorial wall shortly for her heroic efforts. We will remember. She's the first, but not the last security person to die.
I was just going to say not the last person to die, but yeah, security can take that.
Yeah,
I'm happy for... your guys die, you get a memorial. My guys die, we get a recreation room.
Yeah, we get some kind of...
It's like you guys get honoured. We basically go like, oh, people are sad that the scouts are dying. Let's have a pinball machine.
Let's take our minds off of it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I didn't achieve my rank up card. I did. I've got 4 successes, so I did get the successes only because I died. But mine have a total of 5 discoveries of any type in the lander at the end of the planetary mission. I didn't have a total of 5 discoveries. I think we got 2 because we lost most of them.
Very quickly.
We lost the lander. But it doesn't really matter because it would have been my dead character who was ranking up anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And we can have a quick look and see what Michael was trying to do, which is discard an injury die from a section tray in any way. So he did actually manage to do that. He healed his own injury with a medikit, but he doesn't have any successes, so he doesn't get to rank up either.
Yeah, I guess that's why he was so annoyed when I got the one and he didn't. Which makes perfect sense, really. I'd be annoyed. Okay, so yeah.
Well, it's in the interests of the entire ship, I think, to keep all of your characters roughly equitable with it amongst the sections. So if you can see someone's consistently failing to do their rank up, then what you want to do is, is let them put their recruits to work in the barracks and things like that.
Yeah, but I suppose that's the point, really, is that because this is full cooperative, you win together or people die.
Yeah,
there is no upside that we found so far about keeping another player weak or
I think
deliberate, over favoring yourself.
Yeah, you're only as strong as the weakest member of the whole team, and you're going to do yourself a disservice if you don't sort of spread the wealth and keep people equitable.
I mean, as far as we know, there's no betrayal mechanic.
Yeah, can you imagine? Beware, my favourite part.
Okay, so we've just ranked up everyone who's got it, so we'll shuffle all the rank cards back into the deck.
Done it. So players divide the success tokens equally among each section. Okay, so now that we've actually done that, Michael will get some success tokens.
For a small amount of time.
Yeah, these are not going to stick around, so we got enough for 2 each in the end, per section.
Yeah, so...
But this is going to be for the minigame that we're basically not going to do. So this is the active situation section. We don't actually have any yet.
Because we were responsible, and we made sure that those ones got pushed into the not yet a problem.
This should actually probably be on the active situation side, because it's in the active situation area. But again, this homesick one doesn't actually do anything. It's just there to sort of teach you how the situations work at this stage. But you'll remember we have a situation room where the situations are sort of building up in severity, and eventually they'll activate and come here, which we're trying to avoid.
I would point out, though, that we do still roll the ship dice for this because we can discard it. But it is just a learning mechanic.
Yeah. But
because it basically says a warm speech made by the captain, and I suppose if you get the Vanguard, the speech was successful. Well, do you want to give it a shot?
We might as well roll a die for it, but...
So this was technically step 6, which we... Oh god, what did I just do?
Our ship captain's speech was a bit shit, but he was actually. I mean, we don't have to pull this out, but also it's irrelevant, so it's fine. Right, so it's the debriefing, and we're going to pseudo do this correctly.
Yes.
Because last time we just gave out the crew duties. This time we can pretend to bid for them, even though me and Ollie are basically cool with whatever.
I have no particular power urge.
No, you don't have your sights set on being the first officer or not being the janitor. I mean, I think the thing is there's a if you guys remember from our previous ship phase as well, there's a sort of a system where Michael gained the leftover success chips, so he would have more now in his section box with which to bid for these roles if he didn't want to be the janitor again. But this whole kind of mini game here is kind of irrelevant if we all agree on which sections we want to do. See, it says, you can divide the crew duties between yourselves in any way you like. If you do not agree with the way they're done, you bid for them, revealing all bids at the same time. The player with the highest bid takes the token, takes the duty, and decides which duty the players will bid for next so you either bid for all four, or you do no bidding at all. And the currency for bidding is the success tokens. Any success tokens that were bid are lost, and any that weren't bid are put back in the section box. And that's it. But Ollie and I think we're all cool.
Well,
so...
I suppose the idea is if we're all cool, we all get to keep those because they go back into the section box. They're not discarded.
Yeah, but I mean, then you're just going to be storing tokens for the entire game that you never spent.
Oh yeah, it's more a case of they do nothing except for this phase.
And you know, if there was a turn where like Michael was like, "Oh, I really need like," I mean, the thing is, if you're like, I can see, for example, in the crew phase, the recruitment phase, the crew officer gets to recruit first, right? And you might want first choice of that draft. But like I said earlier, it's a fully cooperative game, and if you're not trying to put the people where they're best placed, then you're just doing yourself a disservice.
Oh, that's the thing. Like I picked a very powerful character for mine, but I also picked it based off of I had the most dice of that color to make use of the ability.
Yeah, and you trust the players in charge of the sections to manage their section. Yeah, and also you don't want to be playing all the roles. Take it from someone who's currently two-handing ether fields. You don't want to play all the character roles. You want to have people that have that. So with this in mind, you and I need to divvy up crew officer and janitor. So long as I'm first officer, shall I be the janitor as well? And you can be the crew officer?
If you like.
Cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's cool.
I just need to remember the golden rule of the last planetary exploration that we did. Leave some power to scan the planet.
Cool. I've locked those down. So,
cool.
Having done that, now the first officer, which is me, rolls the ship die to assign the ship-wide bonus.
Come on with the big V.
Yeah, so we can have... If we get Vanguard, we get 3. If we get S, we get 1. Anything else is nothing. I'm going to do this physically, Ollie, because I find physically it tends to work out better. Typically.
Unless you're Michael.
Come on, Vanguard. Oh, fudge out.
Wait. No, even trying to, channel Michael. There we go, Vanguard this time. How many Vanguards are on that dice?
Is this the right
We're just getting unlucky.
Where's the S's?
I don't know. There are S's on this die.
Well, that's the
but
danger
there are no Vanguard
die,
symbols. Yeah, but there are no Vanguard symbols on that die.
Yeah, because I think this S is a misprint. Because this symbol doesn't appear on the ship die.
What could it be then? I mean, I'd love for it to be the target symbol, but it's... Because in later phases, this cog is a success as well.
It's one of these other two symbols. It's got to be either the target or the cog.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, well, I'll tell you what. They seem to appear reasonably evenly. So here's what I'm going to do. As a little bonus, I'm going to roll this D10. On a 1 to 5, we get nothing. And on a 6 to 10, we get 1. That seems fair, right? Here we go. Bam!
Come on with a 7.
Oh, that was going to roll onto an 8 and then tip back onto a 4. Curse you, physics. Alright, well, if you guys wanted to see some playthrough of the Thrifty Vanguard, the ISS Thrifty, then we got you covered.
No, it's just the IS. We saved on an S.
God. Alright, moving on to unloading.
Cool. So, unique discoveries will be placed here, which we kept.
Yeah, we did get some unique discoveries.
In slots. So we had, I believe Michael was carrying them. So these discoveries here.
Yeah, so that's specifically this one. This goes in. So this is
ultra-durable
unique discovery 2, so it goes in here. Bap.
Yep. We've got several
When you
discoveries.
slot this in the reinforced hull ship upgrade. Bum ba da 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 dun. Here it is. Improved structural integrity of the ISS Vanguards will allow us to enter even the most dangerous systems. Okay, so I happen to
That would have been really useful on the last one.
I happen to know that dangerous system is an actual specific class of system. So even though what we're talking about here is not the lander, but the actual ship itself. And so until we do this upgrade, we're actually gate-kept from the systems.
Cool.
So we want to be careful. We might want to get that. I don't know if the next system is dangerous or not.
So the other card we've got is these thermogenic bacteria, which in the ship phase we can add one to the generators and discard.
This is the ship phase. Can we do it right now?
And the supply officer, you may choose to use ship phase abilities of any discoveries or unique discoveries. So, who is the supply officer?
Supply officer? We don't have a supply officer, damn it.
Step 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, step 3. So, I assume it's the crew, because supplies.
Supply officer. This also doesn't quite line up, but never mind.
This is the thing. At this point, I could, if I am the supply officer as the crew officer, I can say, let's use this.
So, yeah, we're supposed to slot these discoveries in here.
I think the reason we didn't was because they didn't seem to be attached.
Well, you also need them for buying upgrades in the manufacturing phase, potentially, right? But
I would point out that adding one to the generators means that's a 3 instead of a 2.
Yeah. No, I 100% think that we should do that.
Yes.
Yes, we should get generators. Because energy is
that
crucial, and for some reason, our captain can't roll a ship-wide bonus. He must be some kind of incompetent nincompoop. What you doing? This one is discarded then.
Yep, and we'll click this up.
There we go. Bam.
Thank you.
So do we want to do core fragments to gain the power storage system? I don't feel like we're going to be storing any power, but perhaps that's not how it works.
I was going to ask about the function of nanodust. Each section gains one red dye.
One chosen red dye.
Or the superconducting compound. Like having the sections with extra dye, that's good.
I mean, getting sections extra dice is always good, so we could do one of those two. I'm more than happy to do one. I think the minerals were more useful in manufacturing, so maybe use the alien tech.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I was going to say was because you got 2 dice, you're actually going to have to put one in your bag because you can't fit any more on your tray with this current level. So this is where we said you may have situations where you have more dice in your bag than you can put on your board, because if you have a level 1 character again, you won't be able to use that die. Whereas if you get your level 2 guy back from the infirmary, you'll be able to use it.
Yes.
So do we want to add a red dice to everyone? I think that would be a good thing to do.
Yep. Seems legit to me. Everyone gets a red die.
Cool.
And then we get to go into the bag and choose a baby die.
Yeah. What do I want? Do I want another strong arm? Do I want a shield? Do I want a pickaxe? I'll go for a pickaxe or a shield. I think that's a good one for me to have, considering I have none of those symbols.
I think a pickaxe would be quite useful for you. Hey, look, it's a dinky die.
It's dinky. Why is it so small?
It's a baby die. It has to grow up. The more you use it, the more it'll grow up.
So this one is
this one's
always a pickaxe, but sometimes a strong arm and sometimes a shield.
Yes.
Interesting. Good to know. What should we pick for Michael and for Chris? Because Chris is at his limit anyway. Michael has free selection.
Well, I'm going to take one
so
of these.
He doesn't currently have any. Which one do you
want?
want?
Pickaxe, because I don't have any of those.
Yeah. Where did it go?
Yeah, baby die. Alright, so now we're on to Michael.
Oh, good. I was like, I couldn't see it. So, should we give Michael a shield, a strong arm, or a pickaxe?
We should give him one of the dice with two faces, because he doesn't have any red die. His one red die is a flexi die, which is the term we're using for a die that's the majority of target symbols, so its icon is determined by your character.
So we've got a choice of these three.
Oh, Ollie, no, there's three more though, isn't there, in the bag?
Yeah, there's still three more. I'm saying that these are all target dice.
Oh, these are the flexi die. Okay.
Yeah. And so that's why I was like, those we have a choice of three because you said don't give him.
You stole. But you stole the only one with two icons on it.
Did I? Oh, do you want him to have that? I have no pickaxes, but I have a strong arm. But I don't have any shields.
Well, that's sort of my thinking was that because Michael has, or because science has no symbols at all, they should probably have the one with the most on. What do you reckon?
Okay. No, that makes sense. In that case, I'm going to go for a shield or a pickaxe.
Well, I took a pickaxe, so why don't you grab a shield? Because the pickaxe, I think, is mainly used for gathering resources. So I think actually it would be quite useful for you to have the pickaxe and gather the resources. But I suspect that the shield die will probably also be really useful for you.
I mean, so far we've had one world where there was a shield that was important. I don't know how frequent that is. It just means that I would say the pickaxe is probably a good one. So Chris's character has pickaxe or the flexible dice. So shall we give him a dedicated strong arm or a dedicated pickaxe, or give him a flexi dice?
Yes, flexi die is mostly it's everything, isn't it? It's everything in different combos.
Yeah. So should we give him a strong arm or another pickaxe? And what do you want? Oh, you picked your pickaxe, haven't you?
Yeah, I picked a pickaxe.
So which of these two should we give to Chris?
Do we want to double down on pickaxing? Because
I mean, we've got a fairly good selection of strong arming.
I mean, his red die are already quite versatile, but he definitely specializes in pickaxing.
Okay, shall we give him the pumpy fist then? Because I have a pumpy fist dice.
You mean the beefy arm? We agreed this is beefy arm.
Beefy arm, fine.
Yeah, let's give him a beefy arm then.
By the way, Mike, can you add muscles to my arm in post when I did that?
Yeah, 100%. I'll do it for you, buddy.
You're a good friend.
I feel like the beefy arm dice should be bigger than the other dice.
But wait a minute, my dice is still tiny. Fix it! Fix it now!
So I think, Mr. Ambiguous Supply Officer, I think we're done with this for now. Moving on to Mission Archives.
So, this is for the janitorial supervisor, which is currently Mike.
Hello.
Oh,
that's me. Yeah, I mean, I think normally you're allowed to go back and visit these things, but we're not allowed.
This one definitely not.
Exactly. Well, we know that when we set this planet back up when we revisit it, which we're not allowed to do, because this particular planet we can't go back to. But if we were to go back, we could put that out.
Yeah. Let's put it back in the planet bag.
The janitor's on it. Bam, there we go. Bye.
Cool. And then so we then remove all cards from Sector 1. We've put them in Slot 1. We've done that. Yep. We go to the next ship divider.
Yep. Bam, on to the next section. Medbay.
So this is resolved by everyone because we have injured crew. If there are any medbay upgrades out of the ship book, we insert them into the appropriate slots.
We have that on the next page? No, we don't have a slot box for medbay upgrades.
Nothing.
That's fine, because it's a prototype.
So, we move every crew member present in the medbay one slot to the left. So, because they are in the light injuries, they recover.
Well, note that this is modified by research as well. So, because research is 1, we would move them 2 spaces. But it doesn't matter, because they're both in the leftmost, so they just come out. Hello again.
Yeah.
And when
this is where it would be useful if we had someone with heavy injuries, because we would be going, no, you're good.
Yeah. But because, and then they go back into the section boxes of their appropriate teams, so you can choose them to go and do something cool. I'm just going to put mine here for now, because otherwise I can't see what's going on. I'll put Gala on top of Joppy. So then we would roll the ship die if there was anyone unrecovered, but there isn't. So now what we're going to do is check for injured crew from the mission, but there's also none of those. There's one who's so injured that they can't recover. And that's it.
I'm afraid it's terminal.
True, it's
then
terminal.
We don't have to check for any injury cards. We don't have to place anything. We don't have to perform a survival check. So let's move on to the next page.
Whoop whoop. Memorial wall. Now we might have to do something here. What's that say? Safe farewell to those who left. Bye, Thabisa Gabbio.
Yeah, we will now be slotting in our dead crew members to gain bonuses because, even in death, people still have to serve for the good of the ship.
Yes.
In the terms of some creepy fish people, part of the crew, part of the ship.
So we're just going to take Thabisa here and put her into... I'm going to get this marker. Go away, marker.
The security memorial.
Forever. Bum, 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 bum.
And now you get to roll the ship dice to see if you can add another dice to your section box, which...
I can't wait to get another die.
I mean, I would go for a green or a blue die if you get one.
Yeah, I could.
It means you don't have to train up, which is really good.
I've done it.
There you go one.
I've done it, Ollie. One more tiny die, please. What am I going to take? I'll take a green one, so I'm evens, even though I'm probably not going to be able to use it. I'm going to take this DNA die, I think, because it's the only symbol left I can't think that I have.
You have every symbol.
Now I have a die with at least every symbol, yeah. Look, dude, diversity through evolution, man. We're dying.
DNA, dude.
Well, I'm thinking because the security team are dying, we're evolving quicker than you guys. Because we died.
Oh no, I literally meant you harvested the DNA of the dead crew member, and it's like we shall learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, this is literally Thabisa's DNA now.
Yep.
And we're going to use it to evolve into people that live longer. The Tyrannid section. That sounds pretty badass.
The bridge. Choose your next destination and allocate available energy.
Oh, good.
No pressure.
We've done super good at this in the past.
Hey, that's both accurate and hurtful.
Roll the ship die and add generator's attribute to gain energy.
Hold on. If there are any ship upgrades out of ship book, insert them face down so that the install action is revealed, and retrieve the current system from the current system pocket. Amazingly, the current system is already there.
Do we have this advanced star map? We can install this, can't we? For 1 energy.
Yeah, so basically it depends on how well I roll for energy. Okay,
step 1. Put it in the book. But Ollie, we don't have any spaces in our book for it. Oh, we might actually do right at the end. I think we have to move on more than one page. There they are. Improved solar panels. Oh yeah, we were talking about getting that.
Yeah. Okay, so now the Chief Navigator rolls the ship dice, and I gain the number of energy points indicated by the result below, which we then modify with the number of generators. So I would love to see an ISS Vanguard. Where's the ship die?
I think we're overdue in ISS Vanguard. Where is the ship die? And just roll the Vanguard symbol, please, Ollie, so that we can install the solar power panels and get more energy. And also scan the planet to make sure we're safe.
Physics! Come on.
Vanguard symbol!
Yes! Finally! True dice rolling for the win.
That's the one we want? Yeah,
that's 3
energy.
True dice rolling for the win.
For the generator. Yeah, physics engine for the win. I think Chris might be onto something with this.
Yes.
Awesome.
Puts us on 6. So, yeah, then... Okay, you've moved up. We then have take the current system from the holder, pick another destination for the ISS Vanguard, and we pay the required energy points. So we could go to system C, D, or G.
So G's unavailable in the demo. D is cheaper, but I happen to know from my navigational consultants at Awaken Realms we should travel to System C.
To C it is. It's always my favourite answer on a multiple choice.
I'm not sure why, but I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to blindly take the advice of the expensive consultants.
As a navigator and recon section, I don't like blindly navigating. However, it did just work for us on the last trip. So
it's true.
We're good.
Only one person died. It was fine.
Yeah, and it wasn't recon, which is really surprising. So I will drag this out of the book.
Yeah, we can dump it down here in this page.
Visited systems. Bye-bye, Everstorm. We really will not miss you.
Exactly. Big bonk.
So we want System C.
So we pay 2 energy, and then we get to go to System C. Blah blah.
System C. Ooh. Science and recon sections both intercepted a strange repeating signal coming from this system. I like this. There's a moon.
That's no moon. Sorry, I had to do it, even though it probably is a moon. Can you imagine if the captain's like, that's no moon? Navigator's like, no, it is. We're dead certain.
Captain, you've said that about every moon we've come across. That's no moon. Someone take those DVDs away from him.
It's like, Captain, why'd you keep saying that? Oh, it's a reference to a very old movie. You're probably too young.
It took place a long time ago, in a galaxy far away. But we're in a galaxy far away. Not this one, shut up. Okay, so... hello. We can spend an energy to gain a production point by visiting a gas giant. We can pay a science to gain a microorganism. We can lose a response point to gain a production point. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we don't have any response points right now, do we?
Gain a production, lose a response. Yeah, okay, that's worthwhile, because then you're paying a currency for an income. That would be worth doing.
But we don't,
but we can't afford it.
We don't have any spare.
Well, maybe we can maybe we can save 1 response point then and do it later.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still be in this. Do we have to move the system before?
You can sort of do the moon and then before you piss off.
Oh, so we could have visited somewhere in the old system before we left. So do you want to swap to the page just so they can see what we could have done?
What did we fail to do? Well, we can't do log 24 again, because we already did that.
No, but we could have gained a science point, and we could have gained a specimen by paying a science point.
I don't think trading in energy for a science point's worth it for us at this time. Because they're both currencies, and the energy's more valuable. I think resolving the landing and scanning the card is probably our priority. I'd like to install the solar panels, because I feel like that's going to increase our generators, or energy generation. And that's 1. Okay. So I think actually not doing any of this yet is the most prudent course of action.
So should we go load up Brimstone? Because that's 1 energy point for landing. So that takes us down to 3.
Yeah, so we find the Brimstone card, right?
Yep. Are you in the bag, or do you want me to be?
I'll grab it. No, we don't get the Planetopedia out yet.
Yep.
Why are there 2 of these? Okay, so it looks like we've got 2 planet cards for Brimstone, and I think we're supposed to randomize them. So here we go. Here's a shuffly shuffle. I don't know which one we got, so there it is in the scanner. It's a secret. Oh boy.
Unless we pay energy to discover it.
Which we're going to do, because we didn't last time, and that was bad.
Yes. However, we can also choose to discard this landing card and look for a different landing opportunity, which is why there's 2.
Right.
So, if there's more than 1...
What we could do is we could start exploring the card now with energy, and then if we find it's really shitty, we can pay to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And draw the other card. Are we rich enough, Chief Navigator, for that?
I mean, unless we see something on the very first bit that is like, oh god, no, I am saying no, we're not, because we would be spending all of our energy to scan it. We've already spent the energy to land on it.
Yeah.
So we would still be able to get there, we'll just have no upgrades.
So we're going to pay an energy to scan one section? Think. Okay, what have we learned? We've learned something.
Orbital debris. There is sensors and shields are advised.
No, shields and agility are advised. And the briefing is log 35, which I presume we can't actually look at. Do we want to scan the next section? That'll cost 1 more energy. I think we're probably installing 1 upgrade, right?
Yeah, so if you go to the upgrades, because that's the next bit.
Bink.
Oh,
bonk.
Hang on. Go back to...
Bonk. Bonk.
We discard unused energy points.
That's
and
right.
some upgrades allow you to store extra. So that's where we've got the energy storing batteries thing.
Yeah, we need to get that upgrade to store energy. Okay, so we're not the best ISS Vanguard. Arguably, we're not very good at all, but, you know.
I disagree. We realised this before it was important. And we did spend all our energy in the last one, so it didn't make any difference whatsoever.
So we've got 3 potential upgrades that we can install, which I believe includes the...
The battery?
No, we don't have that yet.
No, it was the solar panels.
Oh, I think we didn't actually get the battery, because wasn't that a discovery and we decided to keep it?
Yeah. Oh, you foolish man, you.
I'm not the supply
we should
officer.
probably remember that.
Who's the supply officer doesn't exist. That's the problem. It's a vacant position.
Okay. Well, if we're going to somewhere where the hull is important, the reinforced hull sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if saving energy... Yeah, so we don't know any dangerous systems yet. So I'm thinking probably we want these 2, right? Because they sound like they're both going to generate extra energy.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'd say the advanced star map means that we spend less energy getting to the next destination.
Money, basically. So I think if we aim to get those 2, then we've got 1 point to spend then, right?
We spent 2 energy getting to System C, which was 6 to 4, right?
Oh,
then we spent
okay.
1 energy scanning the planet, and 1 energy will be landing on Brimstone.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have spent the landing point first. I forgot about that. Okay.
So, we do still need 1 energy to land on Brimstone, so if we do another scan, we can only install 1 upgrade.
Right, so the question is, do we want to do another scan on the landing card, or install the 2 upgrades?
To be honest, I don't know what the scan could tell us. That wouldn't, because if we learn something from it, we're not going to redo it, are we? So we might as well take the 2 upgrades.
Well, no, my concern is, but if we, it's about when we get to the modding section, right? Because what we know now is we need shields and agility. And if we can attach mods that increase shields and agility, then we might survive more. Because a lot of the rolls on that devastating storm table from the last landing said, if you've got this much armor, just ignore it,
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So should we scan again? And then just do the improved solar cell?
It's definitely a tough choice. This is definitely a tough choice.
I believe that's the point.
I think for the sake of this video series, I think we should do another scan.
Hazards frequent. Ooh, so my shield's going to come in handy.
Okay, so you want to take some shields with you on this one.
Yeah. And then we've got the sun, what looks like a lovely sunset, and a volcano as a hazard.
That's interesting. I had no idea that it gave us this information. That's cool.
That's because we didn't look at the last one at all.
This is true.
Okay. So we've gone down to 2. And now we need to spend 1 to land on Brimstone. So I'll tick that down, just because we're going to land there. Otherwise we're adrift and we're deeply, deeply up a certain creek with no paddle.
And
don't
want that.
Then we then the first officer gets the leftover energy.
To install upgrades, right?
Yes, so you get to install them.
Bonk. So we decided we want the solar panels or the star map?
I think the solar panels, because the star map looks like it will reduce the cost of heading to the next system, but the solar panels will give us more energy.
Yeah, so they'll be useful for everything. In the first place.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so we install it for 1 energy. Ba-bink! +1 generators when installed. Hooray!
Yay! That was the better option. We should go with 4.
It won't let me go past 3.
What?
These all seem limited to 3.
Don't tell me that's a hard cap.
I don't know. I wonder if it's a prototype cap, or I wonder if it's a game cap. It certainly doesn't say anywhere in the rules. So I checked in with our expensive consultant from Awaken Realms, and they said these dials should go up to at least 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this die, and then I'm going to put it here on 4. Bam.
Cool. So we have improved solar panels. I mean, you would have thought that was an upgrade we'd start with, but there you go. What have
We
you
started with the old regular old solar panels.
I just love the idea. Like, so when you left the solar system in this long distance spaceship, what kind of solar panels were you using? The standard off the shelf ones you can get in any hardware store.
Yeah. Brandless ones.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
We are brand X.
Tesco value solar panels.
Oh, you had to drop a commercial name in. Other branded supermarkets are available.
Yeah, you can get Sainsbury's every day. Is that their one? I can't remember.
The Asda Price solar panel.
Yeah, but I think thematically the idea is that we're discovering new alien tech, right, and putting it to use. Like we were like, we're gonna be able to develop new stuff out here. That's why we've got like a whole sort of like production facility in our spaceship.
Yeah, I just hope that they're sending all these upgrade blueprints back home via some form of communication. It's like, by the way, we found all this cool stuff.
That came up actually in the game already. They said that we need to improve our communications with Earth because we're getting so far away. It's taking too long.
Well, it's taking, what was it, like 80 years or something silly like that?
No, something mental. Right, situation room. Let's not let these situations become situations.
Okay, so we solve dangerous situations and internal conflicts that threaten Vanguard's mission. Mike, your jackboots are cooling.
This is security. This is resolved by security. But if we fail, it's because we're man down.
Anyone who followed us from the last one will know that we had an outbreak that required some suspiciously current event-y solutions.
There's a new, very infectious variant.
Yes, and it required social distancing. We didn't have the ability to quarantine people because it just cost too much.
We didn't have the resource points.
Yeah, but we did have the illegal power diversion that was shuffled back in as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, as part of this, unfortunately, every situation that we've not resolved moves to the left.
Okay, so
because it's just a holding
it's actually
action.
going up to stage 2 again, right?
Yeah, it's becoming a developing situation because, of course, people are following the quarantine where we've told them to socially distance.
We need more morale, man, because we're going to draw another 2 cards now. This sucks.
Yep.
So you draw a random ship situation, and you draw 1 additional situation if morale is lower than 2.
Which it is.
Ooh.
I suppose this is our kick up the butt. Oh wait, no. Morale is the production value. Yeah, I suppose it's the kick up the butt of fix your morale. I don't know how, but we need to fix it.
The good news is you roll all of your red and green section dice and count your V symbols, and I now have a lot of red and green section dice.
I would point out you also have... You've got them all on your board, don't you?
Yeah, well, but it's you roll all the ones in the section box, so I'll roll them all. No matter.
What I meant is they're not in the bag, is what I meant.
Oh yeah, but
so Mike is currently super security.
Exactly. I guess draw a random thingy, 2 random thingies from the baggie.
Yep. So the first one.
Ollie, pick a number between 1 and 6.
4.
Bam. Intersectional games. We have a chance to turn all misunderstandings and tension between sections into friendly competition.
I like this. a lot.
This is fun. So we can spend 2 to organize the games. This arrives in stage 1.
If we don't do anything about it, it's shuffled back into the situations deck, so we can still draw it again at a later date. Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 to 1, it's a blood sport.
No, I don't need anyone else to die. Alright, pick an...
Oh no, I mean like boxing or, Muay Thai.
Or like, what's the really violent one that people are super into right now? MMA.
Right. I was like, what? I was, in my head I was thinking, planking?
What?
I know, that's why I had a blank face on. It's super dangerous if you do it in the wrong place. Like
Can
on a train
imagine?
track or...
We're going to have the intersectional planking competition.
In 0G, that could be a dangerous thing. Because it's like, I'm going to stay still. Yeah.
In the manufacturing department? Good God. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
2.
Builder's Cult.
Oh no.
Chris started a religion. I think this is probably the worst thing for him ever. Chris is like super agnostic. Builder's Cult, a strange new religion. Huh?
I love super agnostic as like, I'm not just unsure, I am so unsure it hurts.
Oh wait, is agnostic unsure? I meant
yeah.
Atheist. I meant atheist. He's super atheist. Yeah, super agnostic. That's hilarious.
It's like, I am so unsure. What is going on? It hurts.
I'm definitely sure I have no opinion one way or the other. I'm very firm about my lack of opinion. The Builder's Cult. A strange new religion appears. Its prophets claim the builders of the Eye of the Void are true gods of humanity and denounce the captain as a blasphemer.
Of course they do.
Okay, great. So
we can debunk or we can root out the cult. So it starts in stage 1 at least, so, it will cost us 2 RP to root it out. Because as anyone will remember, where this is in the stages determines how expensive it is to deal with. So we can either debunk for 1 or root out the cult for 2, and fortunately, because this is a stage 1 slot, it'll only cost us what's on the card, as opposed to double or triple the cost, which at this point would be like, we're losing the ship. Like, if that was stage 3 right now, we're losing the ship. So, do you want to slot it in, Mike?
Bim bum bum.
Thank you kindly. So, the nice thing is that the intersectional games doesn't matter. The Builder's Cult we could debunk for 2, but to get rid of the developing outbreak, we're probably going to have to social distance again, unless you roll really highly.
I mean, if we have... let's see what I roll. If we have the choice, we should definitely get rid of that one and ignore the other 2 for now. Okay, so I'm going to roll all of my section dice to see what
all his
happens.
many dice.
I have so many dice.
This is why it was good to upgrade.
Come on, show me something good.
4 Vanguard symbols.
I got none.
No,
I got one. I got one.
You got out of 8 dice. Come on.
Well, statistically, that's about right.
Don't give me statistics.
Don't tell me the odds, damn it.
Exactly.
Ding, ding.
Have you learned nothing? Oh, that's a shame.
Is there an easy way for me to get these back on my player tray?
No. You've got to struggle. Okay, so we got 1 Vanguard symbol, so we add 1 for the morale thing, which you've done. Then we can add them to our dial, after the section box. Spend your RP on actions visible on the situation cards. So, I know we were going to socially distant people to make it go back. However, this cult is quite dangerous. So, if we spend 2 to root out the cult, the card is gone forever. If we spend 1 to shuffle it back in, effectively, we know this one is easy to get rid of, and it starts at space 1, and it means we've got 1 response point at the start of the next phase, which could be useful. It means because the thing is, we're not getting rid of anything else at this point, and just putting out the outbreak back 1 more point means we're getting 2 more cards, because that will shift, and this will shift, which means stage 1 will be empty again. So we will have 2.
We need to get morale up, damn it, because we might get 1 more. If we can get morale up by 1, then we can have only 1 card next time.
Or if Michael could roll better.
Yeah, this is Michael's fault.
Yes. He is the lucky one with the Vanguard symbols. He should roll your dice.
Exactly. I still think, though, because the thing is, if Outbreak gets into stage 3, it would cost it 6 just to move it back. So essentially, if we don't move it back now, we're committing to the fact that...
it would cost 3.
Oh, yeah, okay, it'll cost 3, you're right. Sorry, 6 to get rid of it.
I mean, it's up to you. I would rather get rid of 1 now, because then we'll only have 4, as opposed to having 5. Because the thing is, if the intersectional games advance, it doesn't actually matter. Like, we could lose that.
I mean, it just gets more expensive. Yeah, but what if it increases morale, Ollie? What if it increases morale?
That's definitely going to increase morale.
So do you not think maybe we should just do this one now and take on the net gain of morale?
Yeah. Well, that's my thinking, is if we do the intersectional games or the Builder's Cult.
I think we spent 2 points to organize some games. Let's do it.
Cool. Let's go for it.
Okay, so this
I
actually
mean,
comes
you are the
out of the
person who makes
book.
this decision.
Yeah, I'm security, and I say, screw the outbreak and the other thing. Let's have some games!
Everyone's sick, but let's have a party.
Please note that this message is entirely restricted to this game and doesn't apply to real life at all. Stay safe.
Yeah, please note that.
Super important disclaimer. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
This is the age. This is a situation where everyone has a spacesuit.
All right, so there's our 2 points. Hopefully this will up morale, so when we get back around, we'll get some extra points to deal with the rest of this stuff. All right, moving on.
Lose 3 science points, gain a morale.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so this is to be devolved by science, which would be Michael if he were here. So he make a ship die roll to choose the chosen product for a breakthrough.
Oh yeah.
So we don't have any projects to currently.
Yeah, it's any one of these. Any one of these 3. Oh, we don't have any more to add yet. Right now. No,
yeah. Oh, actually, do we on the next page?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it. Yeah, I've just got these 3. We didn't do any more finding of things.
Okay, so first of all, we have no science points, so we've got 2 left over from the last round. So we are skipping stage 1 because we have nothing out of the ship book. Then we roll the ship die for the one chosen incomplete slotted research product, and a V means we've achieved a breakthrough.
Yep.
So do you want me to roll the ship die?
Oh, we need to pick the one we want to break through first on.
I know. I'm just saying. Do you want me to?
I don't mind if you roll it.
Okay.
My question is, if we have a breakthrough, do we get to skip the cost of the requirements?
One chosen incomplete slotted research. The Vanguard symbol means you achieved a breakthrough and it's completed automatically.
It says complete this project for free.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't currently have a mineral and a microorganism discovery.
We have a mineral, but we didn't have a microorganism.
We did have a microorganism, but we turned it into a generator.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just trying to think if breakthrough, when it says complete it for free, means we can basically ignore these requires...
I would imagine a breakthrough is a breakthrough, is that it's a stroke of genius.
Yeah, I would imagine the same. I think I've decided that we can do it, even though it might not be allowed.
In the absence of any specific wording against it, I would say a 1 in 6 a breakthrough means you just solved it by a stroke of genius.
I'm sure in the distant future, when you have your own copies, this will be clear, but it's not clear from the prototype. So,
so should we try for that one?
Yeah. I think extreme biome survival sounds like it could be helpful on the planet we're going to, which has lots of hazards. Come on, Vanguard symbol, baby! Oh, yes! Did you see that?
I did. I was zoomed right in. That's why I kept breathing in.
Oh, that was awesome.
I've actually, that made my heart go pounding a bit faster.
I can't believe how slow it went right at the end. Physics is fun. Alright, I'm going to take this out and I'm going to let you flip it over, Ollie. Flip over your breakthrough.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just going to move the dice out of the way so it doesn't get caught by the board. Da-da-da-da! We gained one morale! Our MK4 hazard suits provide enhanced protection in even the most hostile environments. This looks like really cool stuff. Specialized section armor. Dehydration supplies. Early warning system. God, we need that.
Emergency broadcast system.
There's so much cool stuff here.
Alright. We'll be back in a minute when I've found all this stuff. Oh, wait. Actually, first, morale goes up by 1. Thank God.
Yay!
Now we're going to have so much morale, we're not going to know what to do with it.
Do you know what else it means? We only draw 1 card next time.
Yes, that is the most important thing. Okay, we've got everything.
I'm not going to lie, the emergency broadcast thing is not as good as I was thinking. So, it takes 2 from your sensors, and it costs 3 success to gain 3 supplies.
Yeah, so this is, I think, this is literally planetary emergency. Basically, you've run out of supplies, you're not going to get back to the lander. It's either fail or give up 3 success tokens to gain 3 supplies. I mean, I think in a pinch, that's still worth it. It's better than going adrift.
No, but the emergency supply drop on the Ranger does the same thing without taking away from the sensors.
What?
It's literally the same thing. Cost 3 success, gain 3 supplies. So not an upgrade we would want on that one. Possibly an upgrade we'd want on the other ones.
Oh, yeah, right. Like, maybe if you're on the one of the other landers and it doesn't have the emergency supply drop. Still, what kind of situation are you in where you constantly need emergency supply drops?
Cool.
So, I want to make the specialized section armor immediately. It's a shame we can't, because it's a production project. Not actually a research project.
Well, that's the next phase after this.
Yeah, but we can't.
Anything.
But we can't boost it, right? All the way to finished.
So now we can spend our SP to turn any available research projects face up. The cost of turning each one is shown. We have to fulfill the criteria listed on. So in stage 4, this is why we said a Vanguard symbol we think goes through, because stage 4 specifically says you have to fulfill all criteria, but it did not say that in stage 2.
Yeah. Plus, I wanted to have that stuff.
Yeah, we wanted it, so screw it.
It's our game.
Yeah. Don't tell us how to play, unless we're doing it really badly wrong, in which case comment and tell us. But nicely.
Which is ironic, because I'm probably the biggest stickler for the rules. Pretty much all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so the cost of turning each one back. So, a science team, what other ones should we do? We have 2.
Well, they've got to roll their dice, right?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking. We already have those 2 points, don't we?
Yeah, we had 2 left over from last time.
So we might be able to do the 3 cost one.
Do you want to roll these dice? Or shall I?
I'll roll.
Cool.
Means I can't moan at you if we get a bad roll. Much. I see at least one Vanguard symbol.
You've done one.
I've done statistical.
Statistically completely average. That's
okay.
That's
so
acceptable.
3.
I'm putting your equipment in your section box.
I've marked up to 3 for the one we rolled, and then I also add another one because of the research point. So we're up to 4.
That's good.
So should we do the landmark, or should we do the alien material supplies? Which, can we do? Do we still have a...
We have a mineral discovery left. Remember I said we should keep the mineral discoveries because I think they're more useful?
Yeah, I just can't remember where we put it, because this is why we had them on the side of the board.
Oh yeah, it's way back at the front of the book.
Yeah.
I think we should do the alien material samples. That feels like it's going to give us like some strong material or something. I'm really paranoid this planet's going to kill us.
Yeah. To be fair, it'll be funny if it turns out that the builder's landmark is like, it's a lovely, lovely thing to watch. Gain an extra morale.
Well, this might give us blueprints for better armor for the lander or something like that, you know? And we know we need armor and agility, so...
Well, it is your decision.
It's science, but...
I will take this out of the page and put it here.
I will pay the cost first. So we're down to 1 point left, right? So we need a mineral fragment, right? So which mineral do we want to give up? We can give up... I think let's give up the melted crystalline structure.
Yeah?
That
seems like a...
Well, the other one I think is...
because an extra dice for everyone is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so... do you want to flip it?
Dun 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 dun. Reveal to me your secrets, melted crystalline structure. Bam! Oh, loads more stuff. +1 production, a blade of armor and multi-directional thrusters, reinforced webbing, android bodyguard, reinforced hull, which we already have, and improved landers.
Cool. All of that sounds amazing.
These research projects are extremely lucrative.
Okay, and then we've got the reinforced hull, ship upgrade, and the improved landers 1 research project.
I know where the improved landers are. We already have the other one.
I mean, it's nice that there's more than one way for you to gain an upgrade card.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that there's multiple paths to start discovering the same thing. It also feels thematic. So improved landers is actually going to unlock like more lander tech, so like maybe a new type of lander.
Technically putting that in the book is next turn, because that's step 1. And I guess the point for that is that you can't immediately then try to research it. But for the sake of us not losing stuff, it's going in the book. Because we know we're done. Just pointing it out to anyone at home who's going, don't do it yet.
That's true. That would actually sit outside the book for the time being. We're now on to complex manufacturing.
So we move production projects in the queues to the left. We have one. Did you just move it?
I have not moved it yet.
Cool. So I'm going to move that to stage 3.
And then we're going to boost it to make a new thing.
Yes, we are. If there are any manufacturing upgrades out of the ship book, place them into the appropriate slots, which would be this specialized armor section, which
that's going
goes
over
on
the
next
page.
page, I believe.
Bink.
So this would be ready for production.
Yeah.
Starting at stage 2,
I'm torn because I wanted to do the Vindicator cannon.
Oh, this one starts at stage 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we put it down, and for 3 points, we get it.
Nah, because we could install it and then boost it, but that's
5
it.
points, we get it.
Because we can only boost each thing once.
Yeah. We then roll all of the blue and red section dice for engineering, and luckily we've just given him an extra dice. So,
sure.
Mike, do you want to roll these ones?
I will do these dice.
So
I will give them a very good
red
roll.
and blue.
Yeah, whee!
Woo. Come on with
Just
5 Vanguard
one.
symbols.
God, how is
one.
Michael so good at this? Yeah, come
I
back,
don't
Michael.
know, but I
Roll
wish
some
we had it
dice for
back.
us.
Oh, okay. So I'll tick that up by 1, and then we also increase it by the production value, which is another 2. So we're up to 6. So we can now spend our MP to move a production project from ready for production into the slot, and then after that we can boost projects. We can only boost one project at a time, though. We can only boost a project once, though. But if we had both rows open, we could.
Well, we can install
2.
something. I mean, what we can do is we can boost the improved Vanguard systems and then install something in stage 2 and boost it, right?
But we would have to clear stage 3 first. Now, so this is what we choose.
So I want specialized section armor now. I've decided. This probably gets you your jetpack. You'll thank me later. Woo! Let's do it. I was going to get the Vindicator cannon, but I've changed my mind. Now I want this thing.
I mean, I thought we were going to get the expanded production facilities, but I'm still sold. Okay, so it starts at
and
stage 2.
And the initiation cost is 1, so we pay 1.
Yep. And now we're going to boost Vanguard systems.
So now it's manufactured, so we can reveal it.
Woo!
Do you want to reveal it?
Wait. That is step 1 of the next phase.
Oh, okay. So then let's spend 2 more points to boost this guy. Blam!
Yes. So, and the next turn, that will also go, but this one will be the thing we reveal.
Yep. You can only initiate 1 project per manufacturer queue per phase, right?
Yes. It says move a production project from the ready for production slot.
Ah!
So we assume it is a single project for each line.
Hopefully there'll be a bit more clarity on that in the final rules.
Yeah. Because otherwise we would have put a third card down and, just kept going.
We'd be initiating projects up the wazoo.
That sounds painful. Okay.
You gonna flip it? Let's flip it.
Are you gonna flip it? You flip it.
I'll do it. Here we go. Bam!
I mean, we should know until the next one, but there you go.
1 more generator. Oh my god. An all tier
We've got so much power.
Power storage module ship upgrade. Quantum network ship upgrade. Additional construction bay hangar upgrade card. And perimeter defenses blueprint card. And then discard this one.
Woo! Okay,
so I guess I have to unlock my die and set it to 5, yeah.
We have. Do you know what? I think the game heard us complaining about how little power we had.
Yeah, and it's like, well, now you've got all the generators, but you've got no moral. Well, actually, you've got some morale. Next thing you know, we're going to be whining about science.
We're so dumb. Okay,
we've got all this energy, but we can't figure anything out.
That just says it's a hangar upgrade card.
Oh, we don't have any of those in the prototype. I know. I haven't seen anything like that.
Perimeter defenses blueprint card.
No, we ain't got that either. But we got the quantum network. It will expand our research capabilities.
I'm not going to lie. We need the power storage module, and the quantum network sounds amazing. And Mike, we have 5 energy production next turn on top of the dice result.
We're going to install all of this stuff.
Mike, say it with me. Unlimited! Power!
The annoying thing about using the quantum network, though, is if you look too closely at it, it stops behaving. Is that a thing? Is that a physics joke?
If you try to measure it, it changes the result.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Oh no, that's the Futurama joke. There's a quantum finish in a race, and the professor's angry that they changed the result by looking at it.
No fair! You changed the result by measuring it!
That's exactly the line.
I know.
I applaud you, sir. It's a great show. Okay, so that is us for this bit, so we move on to the next shipbook divider.
Bing!
Exciting times.
Hangar!
The hangar. So this is a hangar upgrade. So, you know the, where it said requires upgrade for the construction bay? That's that. We've unlocked it.
Yeah, except, so I guess we can just pretend we have the second construction bay now.
Yeah. Where did you put the card?
I discarded it.
Additional construction bay hangar upgrade card. Yeah. So,
yeah, I feel like
considering
that's...
there's only-
But the hangar upgrade card is a hangar upgrade card that we'll have to probably manufacture or something. To be fair, I don't think we need 2 construction bays in this prototype anyway.
Okay.
I know.
Wow, we could develop the Pelican, we could develop a nav console, we could develop... presumably, we still have external cargo pods, because they went down with the last ship, but presumably, we still know how to make them.
Yeah, we decided we should have the blueprint card back. There is a thing where these are supposed to be blueprints that are distinct from module upgrades, but we don't have the blueprint version, we've only got the modules. If there are any hangar upgrades out of the shipbook, place them in the appropriate slots. Oh, okay, so we would actually now get the construction bay upgrade. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go for it, Ollie. I'm expecting many Vanguard symbols.
I have 7 dice. Can I get more than 1? Because it does better than you.
More than 1! You have 0. Dice are fickle.
I mean, that wasn't the F word I was thinking, but we'll go with that.
I'm making fun of you. Okay, I've got some suggestions. How many of these things can we actually make?
So, you spend 1 AP to move a blueprint from the awaiting blueprint slot to a construction bay. So this is where it depends on the dice roll, because if we keep rolling extraordinary successes, we can keep getting other blueprints, but normally only be able to make 1 per construction bay.
Yeah. Okay, but we've got 2 construction bays, which I just said we probably wouldn't need, but now I've changed my mind.
Yeah, so that means we can put 2 cards down, so we spend an AP to move a blueprint from the waiting blueprint slot to a construction bay that matches its number. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So we can spend 2 AP to do that, and then if we want to roll and get an extraordinary success, we can immediately slot in another blueprint for free, or if we get a success, we just resolve it. And a failure, we can pay an AP to reroll.
So I'm thinking, I was looking at the multi-directional thrusters, and I'm not sure I'm sold on them, because they add a danger dice and remove armor. But
I was kind of hoping the afterburners would counteract that, because they remove a danger die, but they also remove 2 sensors, which is the entire.
2 agility. They remove 2 agility. Yeah. I'm super into the twin laser turret.
Okay, why?
Because it removes that die result.
Okay.
So I guess that's meteors, and didn't it talk about meteors for this one, like shrapnel and stuff?
So it specifically said that shielding and sensors are advised because of debris.
Yeah, orbiting debris. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking the twin laser turret will shoot it down.
I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, it says re-roll them, right? So you're going to re-roll it and either get something else bad or get the blank or whatever. So,
true.
So I'm thinking...
we could also put in the ablative armor to get back, but then we're losing supplies.
No, I was thinking the heavy armor plating.
Yeah.
Adds danger die, but gives us 3 armor, so maybe we can also ignore some stuff.
Yeah, and we don't lose any supplies for that.
Well, we have to roll the die one more time, but I'm sure that's fine.
We'll let Michael decide that. He's good at that.
So that would give us
The question
3
is-
armor, and we could re-roll all of the little meteor symbols.
Yes. We only have 2 upgrade slots for this. And I would point out that it recommends having 2 supplies for each member of the party that goes onto the ground. So we would need to be minimum medium cargo to have 4 supplies and 4 equipment. Or should we invest in the Pelican and see what that's like?
Well, we can have a look at the Pelican Lander card, can't we? That's probably okay. Oh, we've got the blueprints for it. We should probably know what it does. A heavy, unwieldy transport craft that was repurposed as a planetary lander. Its large internal space that can be used for both cargo and for useful modes somewhat makes up for its poor flight characteristics and paper-thin hull. That doesn't sound useful for this.
That is so much worse.
This is the opposite of what we need.
I mean, it can carry more cargo, but that is terrible.
We probably want this boy. The miracle of German engineering has everything in common with a thrown brick. It barrels towards the ground with little grace, but it even comes in a brick red colour. On the other hand, it gets the job done and protects its cargo really well.
I mean, that is just better in every single way. And also has better...
Well, I mean, it automatically rolls an extra danger die. But, and by the way, I'm pretty sure, given astute viewers at home will have noticed that there seem to be 2 different colours of danger dice. But we only have 1 in the TS mod, so we're just rolling that one. But I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like levels of danger die, like a sort of a light yellow one and a worse orange one, and maybe later a red one or something.
Well, yeah, because it does specifically have 2 yellow ones here, and then you're just plussing. So unless that's just a shading issue. Which it could be.
It could be, but I'm more inclined to think that there's degrees of danger dice, like a slightly less bad one and a worse one, and then another one. But anyway. While we're doing it, this is the Dragonfly as well, which is a high agility one, so it doesn't offer much in terms of comfort or protection, but it's agile and very mobile, allowing it to quickly reach the surface and perform planetary rescue operations.
I do notice, though, that all of them have 2 empty slots for upgrades. That is the maximum.
Yeah, they can only ever take 2 modules on each lander. I'm sure there'll be more than 4 landers in the final.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in the all-in Kickstarter, I'm sure there'll be more than 4.
Yeah.
In the base set, there's probably just
4. I do find it funny, though, that the amount of cargo this can take is minimal, at best.
Yeah,
okay, so we're not doing the Pelican, then. We're not doing the Pelican.
No, we're definitely not trying to make the Pelican. It's like the least useful. I think we should make the heavy ablative armor plating, and then I'm happy for you to take the external cargo pods. We'd lose the 1 agility we have, but I don't know if that'll make a difference. I'm also happy to make the other one we discussed, the twin laser turret, and then just like...
well, we can only fit in 2.
Yeah, well, exactly. So we'd make those 2, and then just stock up on cargo on the actual thing, and roll the dice like 4 times.
Yeah. I mean, there's no point...
Actually, it'd be 5 times, because the heavy armor as well. But hopefully between the heavy armor and the laser turrets, we'll be fine.
Let's give it a shot.
Besides, if Michael's rolling, we'll be fine. We'll just tell him that we're relying on him to roll safely for us.
Okay,
can you imagine if the next episode just begins with us exploding?
Yes, and we will get a heroes thing.
Well, we died, but we have to make an episode, so I guess we'll play on.
Okay.
Just remember, everyone here is technically dead.
Okay, it doesn't say where to put it, so I'm putting it in part 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these both go in part 1.
Cool. So, we spent 2 AP to do that.
Mm. Pink.
You tick down.
Yeah.
Now you need... I'm going to make you do this because I embarrassed myself with the last one.
Ooh, do I roll the ship die?
Yes, you roll the ship die. So which one are you going to roll for
I'm
first?
going to roll the heavy armor first because I think it's more important.
Okay. If you fail, we can spend an AP to re-roll it, but it's basically fail or succeed amazingly.
I've succeeded, but not amazingly.
Cool. That's there.
And then the top one. Succeed amazingly.
Succeed amazingly.
Nope, just regular success.
Just Just regular success, you know.
To be fair, there's no point in making any more modules, so we can't fit them anyway.
Yeah, but it's still nice to have a choice of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we
can't
chose
do it,
these two.
No, but it would be good to be like, oh, and then for versatility, have X. I don't know.
In the future, it will be nice to have a selection of built things, although we haven't had a problem with assembly points so far.
No, we just crashed the ship because... Well, technically we didn't even crash. Insects ate it.
It's possible on the blueprint side of these, it demands additional assembly points, but because we don't have the blueprint side of the cards, we can't tell.
There.
I mean, I don't know.
Anywho, so we've moved on to step 5. We picked one of the available landers. Surprise, surprise, it was the only one we had.
Pick the one available lander.
Please remember to recheck your planetary information for any dangers or effects you should prepare for.
We took it into account, sir.
We outfitted the lander. Good. The recon team risked a lot to get this info.
Imagine finding out that we just explode and die immediately because we got it all wrong. That'd be hilarious.
I mean, I would have expected that to have happened at a later date.
Barracks time, baby. Recruitment officer, that is you. So this is the one where you can send people to do things or recruit more people.
Yes.
I'm going to have to recruit someone though, because I've only got... No, I've got 2. I should have 2 people, right? Because we started with 2.
Yeah, because you had a guy come out the...
Right.
So you move all crew members from your barracks back to their section. If there are any crew members out of ship, place them in resting slots. So, all crew members from all barracks. So there's no one in here now, so we skip that step.
Right, yeah, but I don't have anyone to go into resting because mine are all dead.
You will get. Well, no, all dead. You've got your captain. Wait, where's your other guy?
No, because my person was injured, so they were in the medical bay instead of here.
Yeah, so where are they now?
They're in my section box.
Okay.
So I've got. I seem to have 2 characters. Yeah, which makes sense because.
Yeah. One's about to rest.
So I can either bring my noob onto the next mission. Now, this guy's not going to rest because he already came out of the injury area. My person who would be resting is dead.
Where is my person who was injured? Because I should have another person in. I put him in here.
This is your... Gallet's your person who should be resting. That's for Michael,
Isabel,
and that's for
It was
Chris.
in my bag.
And she should be resting?
No, she's
going on the mission. Yeah, I've just put your resting person in there. And then here's Michael's resting person.
Wait. That's not the person who's resting. This is the person who's resting.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, we've correctly put everybody into...
Yep.
From the barracks back in their section boxes, and then the people who should be in the resting spaces back in the resting spaces.
Four random crew members out of the box and reveal them. Increase this number by the current morale attribute, which is 2. So we get to draw 6 cards.
But I think actually I'm the only one who should do a recruitment. I think the rest of you guys should do ship duties.
Probably.
Because I think you've got 3 each. I'm the only one who's down to 2. And then we can get all kinds of bonuses.
So there's a few I can't do. However, there's some cool stuff.
Well, we can set Chris's guy to the executive officer role, which is the really cool one.
I mean, I can also do that.
Yeah, but you're on the next mission and engineering isn't. Because engineers are not sending anyone down, so they might as well set their guy to work.
Yep, with you. Okay, but first I'm going to draw the cards, if I can find them.
I mean, if you see a really good one, actually.
Right, so, let's start with Ko Yasan, or Yasin. Discipline. 1 charge point. When you spend a charge, you can, if you roll a fail on a blue dice, you can place that dice on the Vanguard symbol instead.
Oh, that's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
And they turn green targets into fist bumps. So, I mean, I have a lot of green targets for fist bumps. However, I think that the best use of that would actually be the science section, because they've got a good mix of green and blue. Asita Sama, who is the alpha, with 3 charge points. Spend 1 charge. If any crew member assists you, refresh 1 dice. And their ability is to turn targets into alien babies. So Anne Beckman is blue, turns blue targets turn to strong beefy arms.
Beefy arms!
And 2 charges for guard. When you assist another crew member, you may both ignore the hazard effect. That's good.
That's good.
It's crap for me because I've got 1 blue symbol, but that's good. Then we've got Jaromir Golubov, who is passive, so this is infinite. When landing, you may add 1 to the lander armor value.
I like
That's
that.
going to be handy.
Yeah, we might need him for this next mission.
Really yeah. You have a lot of reds. I have 3 reds, so I'm happy to pick him because he turns targets into computers, which I don't currently have.
Yeah.
Then we've got the next person.
Gublahan. I think in the future there's like silent Gs or silent Bs.
Turns blue targets into shields, which we know you need for this. 3 charges, methodical, spend 1 charge, refresh all of your blue dice in this roll. That is going to be amazing for either Chris or for Michael.
Mm.
Or, actually, you get a lot of blue as well. That'd be pretty good for you.
And then we've got Nicholas Green, who's actually the exact same, but for a green dice.
Greens. And he turns green targets into nuclear symbols. I would like that in general, however, for the sake of this not going down with the ship, I think we need Jaromir.
I think his ability will be really handy because that will put us up to like 4 armor, which potentially means any hazards on landing that can be avoided with high armor, we could just ignore them. Yeah, and we can re-roll those tiny meteorites, so that might actually help us get to the planet's surface intact, especially seeing as we're rolling the danger die like 5 times.
We're currently at 3 armor.
I mean, it'll be a bummer if that little meteor symbol that we can re-roll is entirely ignorable with armor, in which case re-rolling it's kind of pointless, but we're hedging our bets.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is he has no ability on land other than this turn reds into computers, so I gained some benefit out of that, but not a great deal.
Hey, but we're rolling the danger die a bunch of times, so...
No, and this is where we're saying it's a co-op game. I will take a personal hit to get him to stay good.
Yeah.
I guess the question is then, who else?
Well, so...
I do like this. I do like Co.
Co is good.
But it's only once.
Yeah, because it's really good.
Yeah. But like that could be game changing.
Yeah.
But then again, the fail is only 1 in 6 anyway, isn't it? So we think Chris should get one.
Yeah.
Because we want them
I think, well, I mean, because Michael's coming on the mission.
Yeah.
He could put one of his other guys into training or something. So maybe actually, I think you take Jaromir because he's actually good for you and he's good for this mission. I'll take one and we can put the other 2 to sort of training and support and stuff. Because I think it's probably better to have some higher level people than just sit and because Michael didn't do his mission either on the last one.
Yeah, the only thing I could do is ship, like for recon specific, is ship duties, which is an assembly point, which we don't really need.
I think I might take Gabla Blahan. Because I have how many blue dice?
You have
3.
3.
I've got 3 greens, 3
Basically,
blues.
You all have 3. So, although I would point out that your greens are So you'll get full use out of your blues. You've got to leave 1 green behind.
Yeah, I can take with him. I mean, I could take Kromal Najir on the mission, and take like so many dice. So I'm just recruiting someone for the sake of it, really. You know, it's really a future investment. I don't know if I'll use him on this mission.
Yeah.
We'll find out later, but I'll take him.
Okay, so we're not having Michael or Chris recruit.
I think it's no. I think they decide prudently to invest in the ship and their cruise training.
Okay, so we shall put the expert engineer Riku Hashimura.
Yeah, he's going to be the executive officer for the foreseeable future.
Requires okay, so you have to roll the ship dice anyway. So, who of Michael's are we setting to train up?
So I think obviously Professor Petra should come on the mission because she gets all of the cool cards.
And has lucky to re-roll with 3 things.
And his other character, if he trains... If we can train up... where is Michael's other character? Oh, he's resting. Damn it. Okay, well then, shall we train...
No, he's here.
No, Michael has a third character who's currently resting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's send him to go training. And then he can level up. And we'll take Petra with us, because she's already max level. Max rank. And then we don't need someone to come out for engineering right now, because they've already assigned someone. So we've assigned some crew duties.
Yep.
And we're going to gain the bonuses and do our rank up checks. So first off, do you want to roll for the executive officer?
Sure. I basically need a Vanguard symbol or the cog, don't I?
Yep. Booyah,
cog
baby!
Kasha.
Oh, do you know what? I kind of really want to put morale up again.
I mean, that's not a bad thing to do. We did say that having morale high would be a good thing.
Let's do it. More morale. Thank you, Riku. And then we've got training. So Michael picks 2 colors and rolls all of his dice in those 2 colors. And he requires at least 3 Vanguard symbols to succeed. We really need Michael here for this. Yeah, well committed now.
Go on. I see...
Zero. Bupkis. Apparently Amir is not into this...
Not sufficiently trained.
Not into this particular training program.
I would point out that he's supposed to stay there until the next phase.
Ah, fine. Come back here. Oh, actually, he's supposed to roll... What was that? Science? Blue and green. Okay, I did it correctly. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. Mission preparations! We're here! In the mission preparations thing.
So, this is resolved by the supervisor. Whoever that is.
All out-of-ship cards to the awaiting cards section. Well, that's me. I'm the janitorial supervisor. But that's all of these ones up here, and I'm not going to do that in this mod.
No. The only exceptions are Planetary Scanner and the Lander with its modules.
I get these.
Put 2 success tokens in your section box.
I did it! For later. Perform the mission launch procedure, which we've lost.
Curses. However, this is a stage where we'd want the others to be around for, because we get to pick equipment as well, and cargo. So we pick the... this is where we would pick the amount of cargo we're taking, as well as what equipment we're fitting in, because for every supply that we can take a single slot of equipment. So, for example, in my bag, I have things like the zip line, or the early warning system, or the still suit. So all of these cards have a number next to them for how much space they take in, which is the one on the top left. So, for example, the zip line takes up the space of 2 cargo and is left near the lander module, and is amazing. The early warning system is also left by the lander module and takes up 1 equipment space. So we, between us, pick how much equipment we want based on how much cargo we're taking. So if someone has a big chunky piece of equipment and someone else wants to take a lot of smaller pieces, this is where it's resolved, which I believe by the first... I think it's either first officer or recon. I forget which.
I think recon resolves equipment clashes.
Which means we're getting a zip line.
Yeah. So the main part of this particular thing is we're going to pick our crew members, although we've kind of already locked in these. Well, Ollie's got 3 to pick on, but I think we know who you're taking. You're red shirt on this mission.
The still suit's pretty good. When drawing a hazard, roll a danger die with the eye or the cog. I can ignore the nice sunset hazard, which apparently is a common one.
Oh yeah, that's right. The sunset's common on this one.
But if I ignore it, does that mean the timer still goes up?
I'll find out.
But yes, should we do this bit with the other guys, Mike?
Well, Ollie, if you mean by other guys Michael, then yes, we shall wait for Michael to come back and take over the science division before he commences with landing procedures. But we'll be back tomorrow we'll be back tomorrow, before the end of this campaign, which is Thursday. So we'll be back very soon to land on this planet and see what's going on. So if you're all
excited
to see us land on... What's the planet called, Ollie? I forgot. Brimstone. Brimstone? Brimstone.
Brimstone.
Planet Brimstone. If you're all excited to see Planet Brimstone, subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Let us know that you were really pleased with the way we handled the ship.
Please do.
And despite our terrible rolling, we did some good work.
I mean, I think we rolled well where it counted.
I agree. Thanks everybody so much for watching.
Hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you then.
Bye!
Bye!